I'm Greg, I'm 17 years old and I think plastering will be pretty easy, so I'd like to give it a go.
You might be in for a bit of a shock there, Greg. Solid plastering is used to coat the outsides of houses and offices, covering brick, blocks and other surfaces. It involves a set of skills that must be mastered in order for the finished plastered surface to make the house look great. Copley Solid Plasterers foreman Nick will be starting you on that path.
There's normally 3 coats in block work for plastering, with the first coat of which we'll be doing today, which is slushing, which just consists of 50-50 mix of sand and cement. So today we'll just be doing 3 and 3s, which is 3 sand and 3 cement.
They call plaster mud in the trade, and mixing it is where all apprentices start. But that doesn't mean it's easy.
Hang on bro, you need to pull that right up to the top, so if you can just put a bit more sand in.
If you get it wrong, the plaster won't stay on the wall, and that can be costly, so Nick keeps an eye on Greg.
Getting the mud to a consistent level all day, so you're not starting with a wet mix in the morning and a dry mix in the afternoon. You want to have like a nice even flow of the same consistency throughout the day. Beautiful. We like to have a kind of a stronger type person, you know, because there's quite a lot of manual, physically hard stuff to do during the day. If you look at a person who can walk onto the site and just, you know, say yes to everything we want, you know, you'll give anything a go.
The first layer is a slush coat that acts as a key for the second coat to grip onto.
Flicking it on there with quite a bit of force.
That's so it sticks onto the wall?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Greg's got the muscle and he gets the theory, so do the skills come as naturally.
Sweet. Can be quite a messy job, so people can often walk past and say, "Oh, what a messy job, you poor bugger," kind of thing, but that's not really a myth at all. It is a messy job, but somebody's got to do it. Any of the bald patches that you can see, you need to get those as well, or else we'll have the second coat peeling off the wall.
Greg's showing a real enthusiasm to get the job done, which is good because the entrance wall is ready for a second coat of mud to go up.
Okay mate, so there's the mission. If you've chosen to accept it, we'll see what you can do by yourself. No training, here we go.
He's looking confident, but will Greg regret his earlier words?
I think plastering will be pretty easy.
One of the biggest myths that jump to mind is people always coming up to you and saying, "Oh, it's just like buttering a piece of bread, eh mate?" Or icing a cake, when in actual fact it's nothing like icing a cake or buttering a bread. Alright, that's all very well if we want to get finished by Christmas, but give it another go. I'll show you how we do it in the trade. Okay mate, so that's how we do it. So I'll just give you a few pointers. Stick your hawk inside the mud barrel, push some mud up onto it.
What's a hawk?
This thing here, okay? And you do it above the barrel so you're not dropping mud anywhere else. Just one motion, flip it over, and it's centered in the middle of your hawk. Some people can come on site and have it sussed in a day and totally freak everyone out. But you know, myself, I spent hours and hours just practicing using that hawk and trowel. You tip your hawk over and flip it onto your trowel like that. No, not quite. Once again. Generally the hardest thing to pick up is taking the mud off the hawk. You know, you have to really, it takes a bit of getting used to, getting the knack of it. I'll just tidy this up for us, bro, and you can carry on practicing over the barrel, eh?
Okay.
Excellent. It's all a combination of angle of the tool, pressure on the wall, and you know, the speed you're putting it on.
Practice makes perfect and Greg is getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
Nick uses a screed to wear the plaster back to a flat surface and any hollows are refilled. When the surface is dry to the touch, they smooth it out with trowels, which is called floating. With the wall drying, it's Greg's chance for morning tea and a chat with apprentice Norton.
How long have you been doing your apprenticeship for?
Apprenticeship, I've probably been doing that about just maybe a year. The BCITO guy comes out and checks your books, just sees that, you know, on plan and all that, doing it right.
Had you been doing plastering before you started your apprenticeship?
Yeah, I did it for about 3 years after I signed up. Did a year and a half on the mixer, just making the plaster and that. Then the boss slowly got me on the wall every now and then, building up those skills.
Norton also knows how to work with proprietary plaster cladding systems. which is a modern lightweight plastering system. Proprietary plaster cladding systems are sometimes used on second stories to get the plaster look and feel while keeping the structure lightweight. These advances in system technologies extend the range of skills required of a plasterer and keep them on their toes.
Okay, Greg, we're on to the third and final stage of our plastering mission today.
The final coat is a premix, which includes a range of resins to help it harden after a few hours. The coat has to go on fast, so Greg and the team rip into it.
Good bunch of blokes that you work with and you get used to each other, so you can give each other a bit of stick and they can give it back, which is great, and it's a good way to get through the day quickly while at the same time doing your job. Coming to the final stage, the sponge finish. We use one of these puppies here, which is a sponge float. Helps to bring the grain all to the surface, and hopefully it'll be really consistent and look really good for the client.
That's one column finished, and the boys will be sad to see Greg go.
Okay, Greg, that's the end of our 2 days together. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a real pleasure having you on site with us these last couple of days. And just a small question, what was your favourite part of the job that we've had you doing?
Probably the actual plastering, getting to do what you guys do every day. That was good to have a go at it.
I'm glad you liked it, because it seems to have picked it up quite naturally, I thought. And I kind of hope all our apprentices in the future can come on site and just pick up things and ask the same questions that you have over the last couple of days. Hopefully everything goes well for you in the future, and hopefully see you on site sometime soon.
If you'd like to become an exterior plasterer, you'll need to complete one of BCITO's Level 4 national certificates in exterior plastering whilst in employment as part of a managed apprenticeship. You will work under an experienced plasterer who'll provide you with on-the-job coaching and support throughout your apprenticeship. You will also have the guidance of a BCITO training advisor. There are no specific entry requirements to starting an exterior plastering apprenticeship. It will help if you have good maths and English skills, as you will need to work out measurements, quantities and angles, and be able to understand instructions well. Plastering's not just a job, it's a professional career. It will take you around 2 to 3 years to finish your apprenticeship and get fully qualified. It costs from $1,060 to start, then $705 for each year of training after that. To start your career as an exterior plasterer, contact the BCITO on 0800 422 486 or visit bcito.org.nz for more information.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.